Hold up.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It is FoxyDoo98 here, and welcome back to a brand new video for you guys here on my channel. Today we are here for Season 4 of my F1 2016 career mode. If you guys are hyped for Season 4, drop a like down below, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already. But as you may or may not know, Season 1 we kicked things off with McLaren Honda, and we managed to win the World Championship. Season 2 we moved all the way up to the top with Mercedes-Benz, and once again we won the World Championship. And last season, as you may remember more, we were with Red Bull Racing and we won the World Championship for a third season in a row. And now we have moved to Ferrari to bring the glory back to Maranello. So if you guys are excited, drop a like, that'd be absolutely awesome. Subscribe if you're on the Ranter as well. And yeah, I just wanted a quick note, guys, that Red Bull are not going to be the fastest car, of course. I had to do what I did with Red Bull. Now, when I left Mercedes-Benz, I started a brand new career mode, and then I picked Red Bull as my starting team. And I've done the same thing for Ferrari, so I've started a fresh career mode and picked Ferrari. Now, the reason for that is I never got a contract offer, and I don't want to, like, skip seasons to get the car that I want, because it's a waste of the development system. I feel like that's just stupid. So we're going to be starting off with just Ferrari. It's the third fastest car, so Mercedes are the quickest, then it's Red Bull, then it's us for Ferrari. So if you guys are excited, let's get into it. So into the practice session, you can see we're getting the introduction to resource points and stuff. And an engineer is going to be talking to us about resource points. Of course, we know all of this, but of course, because I started a fresh career mode, he's going to be, you know, yo, what's up? My name is Mr. Engineer Man, and I got some stuff to talk about, you know, and we got some shit that went down last week. And he's probably going to talk about the party in the Amber Lounge. But anyway, we're going to be getting ready for this career mode. I'm really excited to be driving for Ferrari. And as this guy's talking, basically, of course, we did the practice sessions. We did track acclimatization, the qualifying simulation run, and also the tyre wear test. And the one thing that I did find out is the Ferrari is not that bad in a straight line. However, the chassis is not that good. The downforce isn't brilliant. There's a lot of understeer and a lot of tail happiness on the Ferrari. So I definitely want to focus my attention a little bit more on that area this season than on the engine power. Now, with the Red Bull, the reason that I felt like I dominated the World Championship was purely down to the fact that the chassis was amazing and it really helped me out. However, when it came to the DRS line, it was really hard to defend against the DRS. Whereas in the Ferrari, I feel like I'll be a lot better at defending against DRS, but I just don't think I have the downforce. And immediately, the first upgrade that I do make with the resource points that are gifted for me is a downforce upgrade in order to help out with that thing that I just think is a little bit wrong. So you can see here, this is the entire grid here with their positions. Of course, we've got Mercedes from Red Bull, Ferrari, Williams, McLaren, Force India, Toro Rosso, Haas, Renault, Manor, and then Sauber. So again, introduction to research and development, we know the thing. So I decided that downforce is something that needs to be addressed, and then I need to start working on the chassis weight as well in order to do that. But we don't want to forget the straight line speed of the Ferrari, because we definitely want to introduce some more power into it. Now, we took part in practice too in order for us to skip all the way to qualifying, and you can see Emma is going to give us our first rival for Ferrari, and that is actually going to be our teammate of Sebastian Vettel when it comes up right now. So there you go. We're going to be facing off against our teammate in this driver rivalry, and it's going to be a very interesting one indeed. And we're going to get the qualifying goals from Emma. And I did make a small mistake in qualifying, and for some reason, when I started the fresh career mode, it never actually set it to a full qualifying session. It actually set it to a one-shot qualifying. So as you can see, there's Lewis Hamilton as the ghost here in one-shot qualifying. From future races onwards, I've put it back so it is full qualifying. So we've got Q1, Q2, and Q3. For some reason, it just changed it, and I had no idea. I was completely oblivious to it. When I saw it was one-shot qualifying, I quit, and then I went to the menu. However, I couldn't change it until the start of a new weekend, so I had to just deal with what we had there. So unfortunately, in the one-shot qualifying session, we only managed to qualify in 6th for the Australian Grand Prix, with Hamilton taking pole ahead of Ricciardo from Rosberg, who retired from Formula 1, of course, in real life, followed by Verstappen. My teammate Vettel out-qualifies me, and I'm going to take 6th place on the grid. Not the best qualifying session in the world. We were very close in the first sector, very fast in the first sector. In the middle sector, we just dropped off the pace quite a lot, and then we just tried our hardest to gain the time in the final sector, and by doing that, we lost a little bit more time. But it was mostly in the middle sector where all the ground was lost. But of course, I can't do a qualifying lap again and try and improve where I was before. before because, of course, it was set to one-shot quality annoyingly. But as you can see, we're actually in the red, unfortunately, but it was the same as Red Bull, so we will try and fight back. But here are going to be the session of goals. Let's get into the opening race of this Formula 1 2016 career mode with Ferrari.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel and a Ferrari, Bottas, Perez, Alonso and Felipe Massa, Button, Hülkenberg, Romain Grosjean and Sainz, Gutierrez, Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen and Jolyon Palmer, Wehrlein and Harry Anto, Marcus Ericsson and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Alright then guys, as you can see, we're on the grids here for the Australian Grand Prix. We're going to be starting off on the super soft tyres and making a switch to the soft tyres for the end of the race. So as you can see here, we have got the red light on and we're going to be getting on this formation lap. And you can see how I've had a fantastic start there, jumping Vettel already catching up to Ricciardo, Verstappen, my bad. But as you can see then, we are on the grid here for this Australian Grand Prix. We've now got 5 red lights here for the start of this season with Ferrari, and it is lights out and away we go, and our season with Ferrari is underway. It's not been a good start from us actually. It's been a great start for the force steering of Bottas, who's going to go alongside us into turn 1. We're going to do a nice late braking move down the inside here. Vettel just gives us the space there to go around the inside, and we're up into 4th place, and Rosberg and Ricciardo fighting hard up front here, 2nd and 3rd place, man. I've got a double slipstream from the pair of them. We're going to go for it here, down the inside into turn 3 we go, and a fabulous double overtake there, and from 6th on the grid we are up into 2nd place as Lewis Hamilton shoots off into the lead in his Mercedes-Benz, which is kind of no surprise really because it is Mercedes. But as you can see now, we're coming and just navigating our way through the first sector. I'm not quite sure if this Ferrari is going to be good enough to compete against the Mercedes in this Grand Prix. We'll just have to see how it goes, but Hamilton already about 1.7 seconds clear, I think that said. So he's already got the hammer down here. It's already hammer time in that Mercedes car, and it's all about trying to focus on what's going on behind us. So as you can see here, we're just going through the gears at the moment, coming through this difficult sort of banking corner towards the turn 12 chicane, I believe this is. And Ricciardo is right behind us now. As you can see, we're coming through the chicane. We run wide though, a little bit of understeer, losing the back end of the car. Ricciardo's going to come on our left-hand side, so a mistake has cost us some time here against Hamilton. Ricciardo, my teammate from last year, my rival from last year, down the inside. Will Ricciardo make it stick? I'm not going to back down this time, of course. Last season, I may have given him a little bit of leniency because he was my teammate, but this season we're in a brand new team. We're in a rival team, so Ricciardo is going to get no leniency and no respect from me. I'm going to be so rude at defending against him, and not in a way that I'm going to take him off the track, guys. Come on, be reasonable. But Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race so far. We're about 2.6 seconds back. I can't really see what it says. Not been the best of first laps, but we're in 2nd place, so I don't know why I'm complaining. But off the line here, we actually got an okay start. It was Max Verstappen that got the bad start, and Valtteri Bottas got a very quick start in front. So we went down the inside of Bottas, we went around the outside of Verstappen, but managed to go around the inside of Vettel. So really of strange manoeuvres there. Rosberg and Ricciardo are having their own little ding-dong battle right here, and that gave me the opportunity to go down the inside of the pair of them. So we do that very nicely indeed. And Ricciardo, oh, he actually hits Rosberg off the circuit there. So Ricciardo being a little bit rude and disrespectful towards other drivers. So okay, Daniel, that's a bit aggressive. No wonder I offended you off so harshly. I'm obviously a fan of Nico Rosberg, which I'm not, but still. But as you can see then, we are doing very nicely here in my gold helmet, of course. I decided to pick the gold helmet for this career mode to sort of represent the championship winning gold. So that's kind of why I picked it, really. I just want to go for all the helmets and just try them all out, because I always pick one helmet and stick with it, but I was just like, screw it. I'm not going to stick with like a black and red helmet or something like that. I'm just going to go different and try and pick some other stuff. So as you can see then, through this turn 12 chicane, this is where we made the mistake there. You can see we run wide, lost the back end of the car on the circuit. Ricciardo took the advantage here, going around the outside, and then we went alongside with each other, the 2 championship rivals from last season. This season, of course, in 2 brand new teams, and you can see that I gave Ricciardo a very nice shove there, as my teammate Vettel is in front of Verstappen. So a little bit of a Ferrari-Red Bull battle here, as Lewis Hamilton shoots off into the distance. So quite similar to real life, to be honest. But of course, I've replaced Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen decided to take a sabbatical, which is fine. I was like, I'll take your place, and Maurizio was like, you're really good, I want you. So anyway, yeah, we're just going to stop talking about that now. But anyway, on to lap through the Grand Prix we go. And this is the section here which seems to have caught me out a lot. You're going to see it in this race. As you can see here, Ricciardo is now getting alongside me here. He's going to pull over to the right-hand side of the circuit, my apologies. And you can see, coming into this turn 12 chicane, will he make the maneuver stick? No, he's not. And I'm going to be very aggressive here and shut the door on him on the second part of the chicane. but it's this section here that is what I like to call the death section. Now, why do I call it the death section? Because literally, this was the only section on the track where I was being attacked. I wasn't being attacked in the 2 DRS zones. This was the part where the AIs all of a sudden just had supreme traction. And you can see here, Ricciardo's going to try on the inside this time for this corner. He's actually in front of me this time. Ricciardo should make this stick, but I'm going to brake right nice and late. And then I'm going to shove him wide there. And Ricciardo is not going to get in front of me this time. And just like in our Red Bull days, I am not going to let Ricciardo in front. And yeah, on to lap 5 of the Grand Prix now, in the same spot as before. We're going to be making this drag race down towards turn 12. And again, this time it's actually Max Verstappen, so I've actually shoved Ricciardo wide. And this time it's Verstappen and the other Red Bull that fancies a run. So he's got past Vettel as well. You can see here, I don't care if I'm gonna form a choo-choo train. I'm literally forming a little train right now with me, the 2 Red Bulls, my teammate Rosberg and Bottas. They're all forming up, trying to find a way past, and I really don't care, to be honest, because I'm still in 2nd place, and at the moment they can't pass me, so I might as well just keep doing what I'm doing. So as you can see, on to lap 6 of the Grand Prix, we're back in the same spot again, and this time, of course, it's Max Verstappen that's going to get another chance to see what he can do. So as you can see, I'm going to defend the inside line this time, and Max Verstappen's going to have to go around the outside this time, and braking nice and late this time. I shove Verstappen wide, and I'm not going to give him any room to breathe. And Ricciardo there tries to have a little look to see if he can get past, but he doesn't make the move stick. And of course, since we're all scrapping, this is allowing all the other cars to close up to this battle, and it's also allowed Lewis Hamilton to pull out an absolutely enormous lead in this early phase of the race. So Lewis Hamilton is in total control here in Australia, and I have got no pace right now to match with him. I can definitely see the problems with this Ferrari car. I definitely can notice it. It is nowhere near as quick as the Mercedes is, and it is not even as quick as the Red Bulls. It definitely isn't a quick car like it should be. So hopefully, of course, throughout the entire course of the season, we can get things done. But into the pits, as you can see, we get held up, unfortunately, by the Force India and the McLaren. And that's an absolutely nightmare pit stop for us. So it was about 4.7 seconds in the end. But Felipe Massa has actually got in front of Daniel Ricciardo from the pit stops there. So a little bit of a leapfrog from the Williams driver. But annoyingly, that's going to really cost me in the battle between myself, Verstappen and Nico Rosberg, and even my teammate. Those 3 drivers stayed out a lap longer. And the likelihood is they're not going to get held up by 2 seconds like I did. So, unfortunately, we may have just lost out here. On to lap 8 of the Grand Prix, Rosberg is now right behind me with Sebastian Vettel also behind. However, in front, I can tell you that Max Verstappen did get the jump on us in the pit stop. So, at the moment, we'll be in a net 3rd place. But as you can see here, Nico Rosberg to go to the inside line. I'm going to defend him off here. A little bit of contact between myself and Rosberg. Down the inside will to make Rosberg make the move stick. He doesn't, and there's some yellow flags actually behind. I think me and Rosberg have come together at the chicane. We're going to find out here for ourselves. So coming across the chicane area here, this is when me and Rosberg have a little bit of a kiss with each other. And then as you can see, yeah, we did. We actually touched. I felt nothing on the car, and Rosberg lost a bit of his front wing. So let's have a look at this. So as he's coming around the inside here, do I give him enough space? This is going to be similar to the Abu Dhabi of last season. Yep, I've given him the space. I gave him all the space in the world there. He had enough. He had the inside line, and eventually I started squeezing him, and he just didn't squeeze. He didn't use the neutralize as much of the track as he should have. Unfortunately, that's a mistake for Nico Rosberg. Sorry, Nico. That's just something that happens, you know, when you retire from the sport. So as you can see then, we're carrying on, of course, with our contact with Nico. I've checked with my team to see if the car was okay. My team said, yeah, the car's good, you can carry on. And they said Nico Rosberg's an idiot, and I may have sworn a little bit on my team radio. Of course, I am driving for Ferrari, so I can swear a lot on the radio, just not on the commentary. So as you can see, then we've got Jolyon Palmer trying to be a little bit of a I don't know what really. He was kind of holding me up, but luckily I got past Jolyon Palmer, crucially, into the second to last corner. However, it wasn't quite enough. Now, onto lap 10 of the Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo actually had some sort of a failure. It said that Ricciardo is going slow, so he's dropped all the way down, and that's now left a straight fight between me and Vettel. And for the first time ever, the DRS is actually going to come into effect, because of course Vettel's got the same car as me, so of course he's going to neutralise the, he's going to take full effect of the DRS, whereas I'm going to struggle against it. So down into turn 1 we go here, a nice defensive manoeuvre there, and we managed to stay in front of Sebastian Vettel for the time being. But of course, luckily Daniel Ricciardo has dropped down the order with some sort of failure. They don't say what it was, it just said he had some sort of issue and he's going to be slow. So Vettel got straight past him down the pit straight. When we made that overtake on Jolyon Palmer, Vettel got straight straight past him as Ricciardo couldn't use any of his pace. So as you can see here, coming towards this turn 12 chicane, this time Vettel goes to the outside line. We're going to give him the space, and this time we're going to shut him off around the outside there. And as you can see, I gave Vettel the space, and he neutralized it, whereas Rosberg didn't. So it's Rosberg's fault. End of story. So as you can see then, we're still carrying on here into this final sector. It's been a very defensive Grand Prix for myself. Number one, Australia is not the best track of mine, but of course the AIs are very, very powerful, and of course it's my first time racing in this brand new car, in this brand new Ferrari, so I'm still trying to learn the car, whereas these guys they know what they're doing, and Vettel is very, very eager to get in front of me. So as you can see, coming onto the pit straight now, I'm going to take my defensive line here, as you can see, and now Vettel is going to fancy run us, so we're going to defend on the middle of the track here. Vettel is now going to stay in behind us here, as we now make the break, but Vettel's gone into the side of us, and we've made contact with each other. Vettel has outbraked myself, and somehow I've managed to slide. What just happened there? So this is actually this is live on board, but I put replay in the top. As you can see, I just start the brakes, and Vettel just goes into the side of me, and I managed to drift the car there. Very well saved indeed, and I stayed where I was. So look at this, Vettel just stayed. He just ran into the back of me, and I managed to slide, and there I go off onwards. I'm like, see ya, bitch, I know how to drift, and Vettel's like, oh god, I stalled it. So I don't know, what was Vettel doing? I am sorry, what was he doing? The virtual safety car has come out, and already, it's only been one race in this career mode, and me and Sebastian have come to blows, because Vettel loves to swear, so he's going to be having a go at me. I'm going to be having a go at Vettel. It's all just gone up in the air there, but Vettel just braked. Vettel just didn't brake. He just went into my bum. It's like he just wanted to insert himself, and that was it. I was off, and somehow I managed to save the car, drift it, and carry on onwards. So that was really well saved there, but very, very strange moment. And Maurizio Arrivabene is probably very angry right now, I would have thought. Anyway, we're going to carry on here. So the virtual safety car has ended here on lap 12. Felipe Massa is behind. You can see Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are very, very far off into the distance. I definitely don't have the pace to beat Red Bull and Mercedes at the moment. However, with upgrades and with development on the car, we should soon get to that stage. So as you can see then, onto lap 13 of the Grand Prix, all is fine for us at the moment. Anyway guys, as you can see, onto the final lap of the Grand Prix. The rain has started to come down a lot harder now, and it's made the track very, very hard, and the grip is just gone. Lewis Hamilton has won the opening race here in Australia, so that Mercedes-Benz is definitely going to be our rival for this season. So congratulations to Lewis Hamilton on the race victory. Max Verstappen comes home in second place. Of course, he was very far in front. But for the first race here for Ferrari, we're going to take a podium place and finish in third. And to be honest, I will take that. So third place for us here in Ferrari for our first race at Ferrari. I will definitely take that 100%. I am definitely not going to complain at all about finishing in third. Of course, facing off against Red Bull and Mercedes today, as you can see, was a very, very difficult task. Overall, I didn't have the pace around Australia. Let's just be honest. I didn't have a lot of pace. I was under threat a lot of the times, but I was doing very well at defending against the Red Bulls and also the Mercedes of Rosberg, and even my teammate until he crashed into the back of me. But of course, eventually, Lewis Hamilton got a good start and just waltzed off into the distance, and then eventually when Max Verstappen managed to get the jump on me thanks to my slow pit stop, because of course all the cars coming in at the same time, it just literally got to the point where I was just couldn't catch up to Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton. But with in due course, with development, we will be able to get in front and hopefully challenge Mercedes and also the Red Bulls when it comes to the future Grand Prix. So that is going to be it, guys, for the season opener here in Australia. A lot of controversy, of course. We made contact with Nico Rosberg. Nico's definitely not going to be happy about that, but I gave him the space around the inside, so I don't think he needs to complain about that too much. And then, of course, Sebastian Vettel, my teammate, going straight into the back of me down the pit straight. Definitely going to cause some controversy there. But Alonso and Button finishing 5th and 6th, I think that said. Let me just scroll up again. Come on, Foxy, hurry up. Yeah, 5th and 6th for McLaren Honda. Very good start to the season for them. They'll be very happy about that. And Pascal Wehrlein also getting in the points for Manor. So a very, very good result for them. But guys, that is going to end it for this season opener. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the Grand Prix. As we're going to be moving on to Bahrain next, round 2 in Bahrain, which is one of my favourite circuits on the F1 game to play. So hopefully we can really start to attack these guys. And just a few things, of course, I will be setting the qualifying to a full qualifying session for the next race. So guys will be able to see Q1, Q2 and Q3 like normal. And that's about it then, really. And we're going to keep developing the car. Now, we did get enough resource points as well to make a second upgrade ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So we're going to be using our resource points early on in the season. We could save them for the European part of the season, but I don't want to fall off the pace too quickly. I don't want to be slagging behind fast. So what I'm going to be doing is making a upgrade to the drag in order to help with the straight line speed of the car. So we do that, and I'll see you guys for round 2 in Bahrain. Take care. Peace.